this is Perry Smith. I just want everybody to know that Bill Sandiford voted every common man citizen out of the Republican Party tonight. He don't want you to have a voice in the Republican Party. He wants to do away with your voice completely. Write my name in. We do not want a fascist dictator in our party, folks.
Mr. Haney? Haney. First name? I've had about enough. I've had about enough. Stand up tall, fellas. I'm giving you to a beautiful lady. Well, Mr. Haney, thank you. And whichever way you decide is all right with me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cousin Leroy.
Cousin Leroy?
On my mother's side. Now, like they say, learning to like wallpaper is like pushing a purple straw hat through a keyhole. Now, if you'll just look out the check.
Boy, oh boy, howdy, have we waited for today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a live edition of Let's Talk Oconee SC. Today's show will be operated under the complete rules. Can I have that book right there real quick? This is Rainey's Rules of Order today here on the program. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the cast have been waiting oh so anxiously to get this show underway. Often imitated but never duplicated, and the Dirt Digger approved this program. Ladies and gentlemen, starting the show, here is Rainey Bond.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Chris, I love your new shades. They're awesome. Kathy, I'm glad you're here. Wait, you've got some new bling. What's it say? Oh my!
Hey, we all have new bling.
Boy, I tell you what, this place has turned into a real kangaroo court around here.
I'm telling you, I have never in my life.
I got to tell you though, it's money well spent.
I tell you what.
So if you can turn on the other camera, we'll take you guys to school. We'll do some analysis from Monday night.
All right, we're ready. Where'd you get that picture behind you?
Oh, that picture behind me.
Well, I didn't notice that.
Let me show. Can you see it?
Yeah, I got it loud. Yes. It acts like he's about ready to talk.
Yeah. Wednesday over at the jockey lot, I was walking around.
Yeah.
And I found this old picture from Civil War.
Whoa.
I guess of 2022 or 1822.
Or something.
Yeah, anyways. And but if you pay closer attention there,
yeah,
I got some fan mail. Somebody sent me all the way from Texas. They've been listening to our show out there.
You mean it's not from the Oconee whistleblowers?
No, it's this guy out there in Texas. He said that he really appreciated what we're doing and the fact that we can all get along and work together to solve these problems here.
Did we ever find out? Absolutely. Did we ever find out who that Democrat was? I mean,
I keep asking.
I mean,
I was going to give a shout out to whoever identified that person.
Yeah, we're still working on that.
Maybe there should be a cash reward.
There should be a cash reward to this Democrat that's infiltrated the Oconee Republican Party.
I'll be the first one to contribute. I'll contribute a quarter.
Well, how much would you give?
Quarter.
Quarter?
Quarter of what?
A quarter.
Man, one time I asked my daughter, I said, how many quarters is in the cup? And she said, well, I don't know, you can put a bunch in there.
I will give him my Aldi's quarter.
That's public education right there, right?
The Aldi quarter.
Oh, my. When you got
my Aldi's quarter.
So, all right, let's play
are we ready? Let's do it.
All right, we left off here at our Civil War battlefield last week, and I kind of made some speculation as to what was going to happen.
Right.
Well, it turned out I wasn't far off. The only thing that didn't come out of Monday night's meeting is we don't know who pissed in the floor. Still don't know who that is. And Shannon Baker is still on the steering committee. She survived. So anyway, I think we can take this down and move on to some more better analysis.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, wow.
So she's on the steering committee, so she's steering alone.
Yeah, I guess.
So she's a lone driver.
Yeah, she's a ship lost at sea by herself right now. But I think Jim Mann's got some pretty good plans. He's going to let the executive committee come together and put some stuff out there prior to the biggest thing we're going to do now is we're going to focus on the election, get Bill Sandiford in the state house. We're going to get all the other Republicans in office. That's what we're going to do.
Good.
Explain what we have here. I'm kind of concerned about this.
All right, so this is a little bit deeper analysis of the Oconee County Civil War that came out from the Kangaroo Court on Monday. So apparently, there's a couple factions out here. We got the Oconee County Republican Men Group that has very little to do with the Republican Party itself. Like they're their own entity. Same with the Oconee County Republican Women. They're just out there doing their own thing because the party didn't want to accept women for a while. Then on the other side of the Mason
I never
Dixon
knew
line,
that. Are you kidding me?
oh, it was bad. I mean, they were going through women leadership, just bang, 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 bang. It was just like they set them up and knock them down. It was terrible.
And women would vote for. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
could interrupting me.
I'm
I did
sorry.
get a call earlier today by a listener, a concerned listener. She said, we don't let Kathy talk nearly enough. So if you would, Kathy, give a shout out to all the ladies out there listening.
Hi, ladies.
Woo! So, all right, so on the south side of the Mason-Dixon line,
Now, this is
in our war,
Right.
is Oconee County Conservatives. And according to one of the outgoing ECs
Right.
At Monday night's meeting, he declared that the Mason-Dixon line in Oconee County was 123. So I've drawn that out right here.
Yeah.
Right here, everybody can see
So
that.
we're going from Stevens County, Georgia, all the way to Pickens County,
Right.
Clemson. Okay,
And
so
that's the end of it.
okay.
Yeah.
So where does Seneca lie in all of this?
Right there.
Okay, so
Right,
Seneca's
it's
kind of on the border.
It's a border town.
Yeah, it's a
You know,
border
like,
town.
Like El Paso Juarez.
Well, I got you.
Depending on which side of the Mason-Dixon line
Absolutely.
you're on,
Oh, we
Okay.
had that
depends on
connection.
the
I thought it
quality
was
of
Shiloh
of
Road.
houses and stuff.
But I see Westminster is north of it. I'm blown away.
Yeah, it's just north of the Mason-Dixon line there. Yeah.
Okay.
But you see out in Long Creek, we're way north. We're way
Let me
way
zoom
north.
in on Long Creek.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I forgot you're a lake boy too, right?
Well, there's no lakes over here. That's the thing.
Well,
It's
you got a
like
river.
little rivers and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, the majority of the nasty old lake people, according to the OCC, are like
The
right here,
progressive
just-
elitists.
Progressive elitists, yeah. But anyway, I did some deep dive research. They've had Oconee County Conservatives had 11 new posts today by lunchtime, but they had 202 in the last month. They say they got 2,410 total members.
No new members
no-
in the last week.
No new members in the last week, right? And
Okay.
but anyway, there's some history on the OCC there. Let's move on to the next page. This I think is real important. Let me show you that one page.
Oh wow, colors and everything.
Yeah, so this is the fallout from Monday night. Who voted for who? And before we really dive into this, no one was kicked out of the party,
Correct.
right? They were several folks that violated Rule 16C,
That's Rainey's Rules of Order.
right? Well, now, when you violate that rule and the state party chairman says anybody that violates that rule has given up their office,
That's right.
we had to vote to decide whether or not they broke that rule.
Mhm.
But we didn't kick them out of the party. We're not mad at them. We're just disappointed in them for, you know, they said they wanted to be Republicans, and then, well, they're not supporting the Republican ticket. So they really can't be leaders if they're not going to support the ticket.
Well, and you had to follow what he told you to do.
Right.
Because that's
Right.
that's what you're called to do.
Exactly. So when Drew McKissick got wind of what was going on here in the county, he made his decisions. He gave it to us to fix ourselves, which we did. 14-8.
Run that number by me again.
14-8.
Okay. So that's 14 people and
14 precincts
All
to
right.
8 precincts.
Okay.
Now, if you take a look at my map of Oconee County here,
Oh, beautiful map, by the way.
it is. And you know, I got to be honest, being part of the men's group, I didn't really first Oconee County map I got was of Oconee, Georgia, and then I had to switch it out. But anyway,
Big difference.
right. That's something they did early on, and that candidate that's writing himself in, he likes to talk about that all the time.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, it's an easy mistake to do because, well, that county has a lot more stuff on the internet than we do. 'Cause they're more technologically savvy, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this.
Okay.
If you look at the precincts in yellow, those are the 14 precincts that voted that these folks did, in fact, break Rule 16C. The orange are the ones that said they didn't. And demonstrated here in the red are those precincts that said they didn't break the rules.
All right.
Everything else said they did. What I really want to show people with this map is, because they keep saying, oh, it's the lake people, it's the progressive elitists, it's the lake people that don't like us. There's only 4 precincts over there by the lake. The other 10 are from all over the county that just didn't appreciate the way these people are acting. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What do you think of that, Chris?
Well, for one thing, what caught my ear, because I couldn't hear it when it was being broadcast, did that write-in actually call Sandifer a fascist dictator?
Would you like me to play it again?
Oh, I'd love. You know
I
what?
tell you what, before we go,
that is so much bullshit.
We're going to play the clip again, but go ahead.
But no, I mean, yeah, he did.
You don't have to play it again.
But here's the thing.
And wait a minute.
Everybody that saw the live video, thanks, Jeff, for coming.
And
you're welcome.
People are going to vote
that
for.
great.
How many,
I don't even say. Wait a minute. What about that last meeting, folks? What happened in the last meeting? These are adults, grown-ass people, and somebody decides, with somebody like Jim Mann, when he's just trying to keep things going, they decide to urinate in a corner so he would have to clean it up. What kind of people would do that? And then they turn around and talk about this kangaroo court crap. That is 100% bullshit.
Those are the kind of people that Paul Kane said early on. He
didn't want his children to grow up.
Well, hell yeah! Why
like
would you
I agree
urinate
with
in there?
you.
What kind of
I do
disrespect is that for our county adult? What kind of example are they setting for their children?
Right.
Let's ask something too about today. The article that was in the paper. Where was the law enforcement during that meeting? Not this past meeting, but the meeting before. They sent law enforcement over, and where was that guy when somebody was peeing in the floor?
The one that keeps writing how much he loves the retired chairman.
But wait a minute. Hold up a second. He wasn't sent by the sheriff's department.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Think about it. Now what you got up there, Rainey?
But zoom in there, and let's just let our viewers read that for themselves.
Is that what I think it is? Well, here we go. We're zooming in on it right now. Oh.
I can't see it. I can't see the camera. Can you read it?
Are y'all going to be tarred and feathered by the working
Who said?
people of
What,
Oconee County?
what are you talking about? Who's what?
Yeah, some nitwit put on the OCC group thing today. I was doing some research. It said that Randy Bond and Bill Sandiford deserve to be tarred and feathered by the working people of Oconee County. Change my mind.
And of course, there is that
So-
writing candidate, the tar and feather.
Yeah, and then there's
How
what
very
they-
KKK of
but hey,
them.
before we get to that, this other comment comes.
Yeah, I've done zoomed in on it. I've seen all I needed to see of it.
But that other comment comes from that EC who used his wife, who used those expletives as he left the building and resigned.
Oh, you mean
And how very
fudge.
conservative of him
Yeah.
to use those
So-
words in a
Very
public
conservative,
forum.
I might add.
But
Yes,
anyways,
yes.
but yeah, then that write-in candidate that is stalking and harassing and trespassing said he still likes the tar and feather idea. I tell you what, he get caught on somebody's property to tar and feather his rear end. That'd be something.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but what do you
make
think?
chicken salad out of
What
his
what
rear end.
Yeah, but
century is
Ra-
this again? Where we're gonna tar and feather people?
Well, you
What-
know.
Yeah, the
What?
lynchings. The thing is,
What?
that's not a joke. They want to play these little games about these veiled threats. That's a threat. And the thing that's great about that being out there like that is because these people need to understand. You have the feds. You have SLED. These people would come in here if anybody was hurt because of this crazy crap. They'd be in here within a week.
And what group was it that always used that too?
well,
Let's just remind everybody what is this? Let's just pin it for what it is. Everybody knows what that is.
the tar and feather.
Yeah, come on,
Oh
y'all.
God, I
mean,
don't even. Oh,
it's
Lord.
called-
I
what they
just
are,
wonder
you know?
if we're seeing, and we're referencing to Luke Moore's issue that he had just a couple of days ago. if Luke Moore is having this kind of issue with certain people showing up on their property, how many other people are having the same
A lot.
exact issue?
They just haven't said
Somebody,
anything.
I mean, a listener
this
just
is not the 1st
Uh-huh.
time.
a listener just sent me this text,
Yeah.
and it comes off of Facebook, and some Hagerman fella,
Yeah.
he posted, "I have thought about this all day. We should call the FBI and report this infraction for trying to railroad Perry Smith campaign, attacking elected OCRP
Call 'em.
officials for
Call 'em.
supporting him. This guy is such a jerk."
Call him.
You know, I don't know
Well-
where I've heard that
Hold on,
name.
I'll look up the number for you. Give me just a
Well,
second.
But here's the thing:
Is he from around? Is he from around here?
Yes.
I tell you what, I think that
Call
it would
him.
be absolutely great.
I'll get you the Greenville office number. Give me
Damn it,
just a
I want you to
second.
call them. I want you to call the FBI. Get them over here.
Who is that?
I want Hagerman to call them. Go ahead and call them
Please
because
do.
I'm damn ready for you.
Yeah,
Wow.
please do.
All you damn people's been sending out all these emails, trashing people all through the campaign, the stuff that you said on your Oconee road conditions page, which
Yeah,
was
really,
bullshit.
Really.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
Go ahead
wait
and
a
call
minute.
them. Call the damn FBI.
Wait, whoa,
I think it's time.
Wait, I got one thing. So you got a lot of mothers and fathers out there. I want to say one thing about this guy. This guy now rings a bell. When I was talking about how disgusting Alex Jones was with Sandy Hook and these
Oh, that
poor
wasn't
parents,
real.
huh?
That
Yeah,
wasn't real.
and the horrors that these people went through. These kids were 5 and 6 years old. They were babies. This guy came on Facebook and called me a liar. Said they weren't babies. That was some type of Democratic crap. I said, are you serious? You would literally challenge me about, ask any parent of children what they think about that.
Well, you
this
sure-
is what this guy did.
Hey, you sure can't call the sheriff's department because if you do, it's a conflict of interest.
Well,
it always gets posted in. We're gonna have to send it to SLED. We can't investigate it.
Why?
Well, why in the hell can you not investigate it? Now I'm just
can you
getting warmed
have
up.
a-
Hold on, I'm just getting warmed up tonight because I'm tired. I am tired and sick and tired of these people doing this crap to people. Why in the hell can we not investigate our own? What's the problem? It's a conflict of interest. Every time it turns around, our sheriff's department is having to send it off to SLED. We should be able to investigate our own damn people. But whoa, wait a minute. Why couldn't we investigate our own when it was referred to the Walhalla Middle School incident? I wonder why. What was the conflict
Well, hold
on it?
But here's the thing, Jeff. Here's the thing that people of Oconee County don't really understand. If we have a sheriff that's constantly having conflict of interest and rolling everything that's SLED, like in the paper yesterday.
Yeah, that whole mess.
SLED asked to investigate OCRP theft allegations.
Right.
And if you read the article, it says that an OCR Republican Party manual or something
Book.
was missing.
Book. We've got people missing.
Right.
People missing
So-
their loved ones. Missing their loved ones. Human beings. And
We're
we've
fighting
got
over
this
a book.
guy. We got this guy
Well, we're not fighting
that
over
is
a book.
disgruntled over a book. And people peeing, grown people peeing in the floor. That's what our tax dollars are going. Not only our local tax dollars, now state tax dollars being wasted over a book.
Well, here's
When there was an officer there who, where was he when somebody was peeing in the floor and turning the heat up, and when the supposed book walked
Adults.
away? Adults. And I'm going to tell you right now, if my kid loses his book over at the school tomorrow, the next day, or something else, and I go up to the sheriff's office, you're gonna call SLED for an investigation? I want to know that.
Well, I wonder why SLED's not investigating
you
all
gonna slam the door
library
in my
books
face?
that never get returned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you know
come
what?
on, y'all.
Kathy,
Let's
you're
get
making.
real.
Wait a minute. Think about this. You know, this has happened several times. I didn't really think. Crenshaw's a good guy, but I'm going to tell you what
I
concerns
don't think
me.
it's him.
Well, no. But
I don't
this
think
is
it's
what
him.
scares me. Let me ask you
This
a
is a
question.
Democrat telling
we're
you
paying. We're paying taxes. Okay. So we got to have that level of trust. If there's a problem in my home where I have to report somebody and I'm going to call up there, what's going to happen? Is it going to get to the right person? Are they going to bury it? Are they saying I can't do anything about it?
Well, I just-
Think about that.
But
I
you
just
know-
want to know if the conflict of interest is the fact that somebody used to work at the sheriff's office. What happens if he has an emergency at his house can nobody serve him? I mean, is that the deal with anybody that ever worked for the sheriff's office?
here's-
They can't get emergency services. They can't do anything. Is it always that way?
No, that's a good,
That's a good question.
I
and it
mean-
makes you think about it, actually.
But let's take it back one more step. The sheriff is supposed to protect us all.
Mm-hmm.
And if he has so many conflicts of interest with the people within his own department,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of conflict of interest does he have with the federal government? Because if we don't have a constitutional sheriff that knows and understands his job, when the FBI does come to town, the federal government can lock us up for all kind of federal crimes that they just make up willy-nilly. And the sheriff's our last line of defense for that. And if he can't find a notebook, how's he going to keep the Bidens from coming down here and destroying my life?
Oh, Bill. You know
Good
what?
Lord,
Okay,
here
all
we
right,
go.
yeah.
From the trees to the weeds, y'all. From the trees to the weeds.
Well, okay.
Can I ask, did you find the number of the FBI in Greenville?
Yeah.
I'll
yeah,
give
it's
it.
864-232-3807. There you go. Dial it up, man.
Please call
it's a
the
serious
FBI
issue.
over this.
It's a serious issue that needs to be looked into about our sheriff and his position.
Yeah,
with the
okay, you know
I
what's
think
serious?
our sheriff's a great guy. I just don't understand why every time this person is mentioned or involved in anything, he can't do anything about it. You know, it's like I don't get it.
But I have a challenge here. Okay, first of all, you know, Crenshaw could come in and explain that to us. Second of all, and this is something that really bothers me, I want to know, who is that Democrat that you have been accused of colluding with? I want to know who that is. Who's that chicken little bugger? Who is it?
I knew that was coming.
Who is it? Nobody knows.
Boy, somebody want to pat themselves on the back?
No, I mean, I hope it's not who I think it is.
Yes, Kathy.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's Kathy.
Kathy has no masters.
Yes,
She will not hitch
That's
a wagon to
who
any
is it
party.
that keeps saying they're a Democrat?
But so
Independent forever.
let's talk about some happy stuff.
All right.
What kind of happy stuff?
Well, in the same paper on the 12th that talked about the notebook investigation.
Yeah.
The headline is GOP official. We are up for the task. Jim Mann sent a pretty good letter to Riley outlining how Republicans are going to move forward. And I think there's bright days coming for Republicans in the county.
I think he's a good guy.
I read one of the best editorials in a long time in the Journal 2 days ago, and the headline of the editorial was, "Told you so." Because if you go back and you take a look at what was written back in January, we made reference to this earlier, they actually started pointing out that there was issues. And it started right around Christmas time when our some of our council members were saying, "Hey, look, you know, we've got some issues going on." And if you go back and you read that, it's spot on. It was happening right before our eyes, and they're right. There needs to be some sort of cooling period, but the Republican Party has to go on.
Oh, and it will.
It will. I think it's going to go on. I really do. But the problem we're going to see in April. In April, these people could be right back.
Well, they could, but hopefully they learned a little bit through the last 18 months.
You don't learn.
I don't know. I mean, you know what you really think about it? The easiest thing to do, no drama. Just start electing some Democrats around here. You know, these guys, people that actually care.
This ain't
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
New York City. You get that in Michigan, New Jersey crap, and get back above that Mason-Dixon line with them Democrats.
Get on that
I'm
Woodruff
from
Road
San
kick.
Francisco, please.
All right.
Get that Woodruff Road kick. It's time.
Oh,
Woodruff Road.
Oh God! You know what? I don't ever ask me about it. I hate talking about it.
You're lying.
You lie.
$121 million. I won't mention.
Hey, but to be honest, though, well, the whole Republican Party has been fighting. Just look at what the Democratic Party around here's been doing. They've been out doing the work, y'all.
Oh,
Y'all been sitting around fist fighting and stuff.
You know why? Because
What
they don't
work?
have the drama.
Well,
All they
they've
care
been-
about is
Whoa, wait,
helping
whoa, whoa,
people.
whoa.
No,
What work?
no. They've been doing voter registration. They've been taking up diapers. They've been doing all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, baby.
Just look around.
Oh yeah.
They've been serving their community, man. Just look.
But they don't have anybody in local elections.
Well, but they try. I mean, come on. They don't have a page dedicated to them called Party Strife.
You know what? I have never, Kathy. But I do want to ask one serious question. Have
Well,
you
then there's
ever
Dixiecrats
heard
getting
of
office,
any
so have all the
Democrat
Democrats they need.
taking a piss in the corner when they were mad at
We'll see
their
what happens in
fellow
January.
Yeah, they're
Democrat?
not out
No,
peeing
never.
on stuff.
They ain't seen nothing in January. It's coming.
Yeah, wait till the Democrats get in there.
Oh God, wouldn't that be great?
Well, you know, Joe said, though, if he gets elected, we get him weed. So, free weed for everybody in South Carolina. I mean, he did. He said that.
Who said that?
You're the candidate for Democrat for governor,
Well, I'm just talking to.
Mr. Cunningham.
I'm just
Said we was
talking.
gonna
Did
get
he say
weed.
recreational or did
Well,
he
you know
say
what?
I think he
medical?
said we gonna have weed.
All right. You know, I understand what you guys are saying. I mean, when you really think about it, and you get somebody like McAllister who figured that with our tax dollars, it was more important to start saying, "Oh, Trump had the election stolen." Now, where's the evidence? Oh, geez, I don't know. Sorry, guys. Let's talk the truth.
Let's talk
It's-
local stuff.
Yeah, let's talk local.
Locals.
Hey, I didn't say that. Hey, my boss is the one that
Hey,
brought it up.
I did. I
I
brought
know,
that
but
up.
we got to keep this thing local.
No, we need to take a break.
Oh, God. You know what? I have all these fans writing me saying, what is it that you guys do when you're on break? Can we not see it? And I'm thinking, what the hell?
Well, let's
Are
show it to
millions
them.
of fans around the world? This is what happens. Jeff calls a break. We kind of stretch a little bit. We have a little snack, you know, like, oh, gee. I don't know what you're having, Ray. I'm having, Gladys made me some finger food, and I'm having my Gracie elitist. Oh, she made me finger food. I have my tea. Oh, God, this is so good. What do you have? Look at that. You got that common food.
Yeah, I went and got me.
Oh, man.
I got my thermos full of coffee there. Like
Oh, you got everything you need, don't you?
Oh man, you got any mustard? Anybody got any mustard?
Mustard.
I've got
Wait,
some
who's got?
mustard.
Wait a minute. Kathy's got mustard.
Mustard.
What is that?
What?
No, I don't. If that's French's, no, I don't want
French's?
French mustard.
Why don't you want that? Oh, yeah. Why don't you want French's?
Look, that's not from here. That's French mustard. I don't want that.
That's French's. It says classic.
Right, but I don't-
It says
Classic,
oui.
man.
That's a French company. I don't want to like sponsor French.
Do you know
company.
somebody that's affiliated with a French?
Yeah, you know that writing candidate. He works for a French company down in Anderson. Not even in this county.
Yeah.
Classic.
So, do you want some mustard?
Hey, do you have any of that elitist mustard from the lake?
Oh, God.
The
Come on.
Grape Poupon?
Really?
Have you got
I
any?
never leave home without it.
Oh my goodness! Anything
Golly.
else would be uncivilized.
Pardon me, but you got any of that Grey Poupon? Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Hold on. I gotta
Oh,
get it out.
God.
Hold on. Of course I do. I have my gray in sterling silver. In fact, I have my Grey Poupon from my finger, and in fact, it's manufactured in Poupon, South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
Here you go, Randy. You may
Hey.
have. Don't take too much.
All right.
All right.
Thanks. I appreciate
Now,
that.
you're welcome.
But
Now I'm
really,
gonna have.
though-
All right. Now this is kind of what we
Dab,
do.
don't
You know.
smear.
Oh, go. I had some tea there.
But really thinking about that, you buy your campaign signs from
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
You work in Anderson for a French company. Do you really care about Oconee County?
No, but I spend my money here.
Right.
Look, he's wanting 1 million likes.
Well, he's got a long way to
A
go.
million likes.
Where's he at?
I want chocolate air
730?
too, but it hasn't happened.
So, but yeah, it's so. What's that? What kind of finger food you got there? What is that?
Oh,
delicious.
Gladys made it for me. It's finger food. I use it with my Grey Poupon. I like to dip it. You know, and then I love my tea. Oh yes, this is what we drink on the lake. We don't drink out of something like that.
All right. Can we now officially go to break?
Fine.
Yes,
break.
we'll go to
All
break.
right. We've got
Bye,
more-
everybody.
Well, we're coming right
We'll be
back.
back. We'll be
Yeah,
back.
Okay, yeah. All
I
right.
eat my sandwich.
Yeah, eat your sandwich. There you go, Brady. We'll be right back here on Let's Talk Oconee SC here on this Thursday, live and archived here at 6:29 here on this Thursday evening. Because I get the opportunity to be back with all of my friends. It's the Wags and Whiskers Gala coming up October the 14th, starting at 5:30 at the club at Kiwi Key in Salem. Now, this is the biggest fundraiser for the Oconee Humane Society as we raise funds to help the homeless pets at the Oconee Humane Society. It's the largest, it's big, and you need to be there. If you need more information, let me tell you how you can get your tickets. It's a dinner, auction, cash bar, a lot of fun. Gala at OconeeHumane.org. That's gala at OconeeHumane.org. Get your tickets now, and be sure to join myself as the MC this year of Wags and Whiskers Gala. I'm looking forward to it. It's a great event, and I owe the Oconee Humane Society so much for them saving Bud and Uma and all of my wonderful pets that I've had through the years. So you get your tickets now. See us at the club October the 14th, Wags and Whiskers Gala. Again, gala at OconeeHumane.org, and we will see you there. Fall is here, and the greatest music is all for you right here on two great radio stations. Hi, everyone. I am Jazzy Jeff. Invite you to join us for your favorite oldies and Carolina Beach music 24/7 on Sunny 107.9 WFBS over the air, and also online at WFBSFM.com and the TuneIn Radio app. You can listen to a wide selection of your favorite oldies from the 60s, 70s, and the 80s, and the best in Carolina Beach music. But for a rocking good time in the greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, right here for you is LakeKiwiRadioOnline.com. You can listen there. There's links to the Live 365 app and many more great locations to listen to your kind of music. We have got you covered from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s. Two great radio stations, plus the best in Carolina Beach music, all right here, located in Oconee County just for you. Sunny 107.9 WFBS and LakeKiwiRadioOnline.com. Listen now and enjoy a great fall together. Welcome back here to Let's Talk Oconee SC. My friends, the show that is going inside and telling you what you need to know when you need to know it. Kathy's going to give us that number to the FBI once again, and we urge you to call the FBI. God, I'd love the FBI to come over here and investigate this whole daggum place.
Oh, yeah.
Would that not be fun? Let's just put us all up on trial. I mean, you know.
I want you to know that Jim Man gave me the password.
I knew it! Jim Man gave the password, huh? Yeah, I remember that.
You know, what's sad is, and I'll make a prediction, somebody will get hurt or somebody's going to get arrested. This stuff is getting to the point where this group just doesn't care.
Is
they
your
just don't
phone
care.
on over there by chance?
Not mine.
Yeah, I'm hearing it double echo there. Okay, we're good. Well, you're right. Hey, Chris, you're right. At some point, something happens that someone is going to get hurt, and we're already seeing that. The vile threats that we're seeing online, and just, gosh, it just blows my mind. Maybe my mind is already shrunk because of all this. I just don't get it.
Well, you read that more to the story.
Yeah.
The things that these guys say about Luke's wife. I mean, how could anybody of any decency support that? That is so ugly and it's horrible.
It's vile.
And I'm serious. I mean, that's just crazy shit. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Stuff.
Beep.
Yeah.
Beep.
Vile.
Beep, 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 beep.
But, yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay for them to put all of the stuff on there and get into it and start cussing people out and
Because they're conservative.
Oh, and then, oh no, they're trashing me because of my beliefs, because of my politics. Sorry, guys. If you're not nice people, you're not respected. We don't like you.
we sit here, and this is show number 9. And yes, we have a difference of opinion, but am I getting on and cussing you out?
No.
Do you cuss me out?
No.
Rainey, do I cuss you out?
No. I do once in a while with Randy.
Yeah,
but
no. You have to put him in his line, but still, that's my point. I mean,
I want to interrupt. I want to interrupt right here.
Rainey's Rules of Order.
And I want to talk about Robert's Rules of Order number 62.
Okay.
I just wanted to bring it up because it seemed like it might have nothing to do with what we're doing.
All right, bring it up.
So, no, that's all I had.
Is that it? Okay. So am I supposed to rule here on this?
No, I just
you still
I
want
don't
the
even know
F-
what 60
Still want the
wanted to-
FBI number again?
Yes, give that number
It's
again.
864-232-3807.
Okay, there you go.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
And they actually have an office. It's like 15 South Main Street, Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah,
So you could just show up down there too.
I do have to tell this story. Back many moons ago, back around 1989, there was a brand new radio station that came on the air, and they were giving away a brand new house as part of their promotion. Well, the competition across town didn't like that they thought that was going to take listeners from them. So the radio station across town decided to fax a bomb threat. But there's one little problem. The place that they actually faxed the bomb threat was the FBI building,
Oh
and the
my
radio
gosh.
station was in the bomb building, and several people went to jail. But that happened
Dumb
in 1989.
crook news.
Yeah, that did
Wow.
happen.
Well, anyway, back to the rules of order here.
Okay, go ahead.
On Monday, they kept referencing the disciplinary actions and wanting to have a trial or a tribunal.
Yeah, with tribunal.
And that didn't work out.
No.
So I'm hoping that next week they'll come back with maybe some dueling, maybe some left-handed knife fights or something. I don't really know what they'll come up with.
You mean the Hatfields and the McCoys?
No, like let's tie our right hands together and put knives in our left hands, and I guess that's the only way to be able to settle it with these people.
Seriously though, they mentioned like
The American
a court of law,
Constitution.
but everybody knows even with courts and with laws, you know, you have like statutes and you have local ordinances and then you have county laws and then you have state laws and then you have federal laws. It works that way. There's an order of things. So state is always going to trump the local laws. And that's what happened here. The state rules are gonna
Well,
be the ones that you go with over the county ones.
well, if you face it, guys, this is a club, but the club has rules. That at the state level, you agree to the rules this way it is. I just don't understand. I mean, I'm very befuddled when I start hearing somebody start saying it's a violation of the American Constitution.
Oh, yeah.
Where in
Well,
the hell
yeah,
does the
yeah.
Constitution have anything about the OCRP?
What? No, I was just saying that
Well, if
the
you
law
read- if-
works
No,
that
you're
way
right.
too.
If you read the county bylaws that were written by the steering committee in 2021, they reference the Constitution of the United States as being, I guess, their guiding document. But I don't know where that comes into play. It's a private club.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
It's not a government organization. It's not even a business that makes money. I mean, it probably could have made money.
They
this
kind
year,
of make
but
it want
they
to sound
never
like
tried.
it's a criminal, and it was not criminal. When you have the chairman of the GOP, the state, send an email out with what was done wrong and referencing the state rules, and even in certain things that I've saw, it says that the state trumps the county. I've read that; it's in there. The state rules. And we have a person that broke those state rules. The moment that this person decided to do a write-in candidate and not support the actual candidate who won in the primary, even though he had no competition or no one ran against him, that's who, as the Republican Party, you're supposed to support.
And hey, it's America. He can decide to do that. He's free to do
He's
that.
free, but he has to
But he
step
has to
away
step away.
from his officer's position. That's it.
Well, hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to some of the folks that's been commenting, and I hope more people start to comment because they'll drive our show.
Or have you got Sean's comment over there?
Yeah, sad the good old boys don't understand that it's okay to agree to disagree for the greater good.
And I've always liked Sean. I got to meet him during the race for county council. Good guy, very good guy, level-headed, straightforward, good guy.
And then we got Michael over here, and he's like, we definitely need a governor that understands that the war on drugs has failed.
Well, we need
Support, not punishment.
we need a whole country that understands the war that we fought has failed. The war on drugs we've wasted billions and billions of dollars. It's failed,
And a lot of people have died.
and a lot of people have died because of it.
And we've done things in this state, you know, brilliant things like make it hard for people to get clean needles and that kind of thing. So people that have a problem have died.
I mean, you know, we have a lottery. Don't get me started on video poker. Oh, God. I don't need to get started on that. We have a lottery, by the way.
Oh, Roger. Roger's on.
Hey,
Roger.
hey, can we do a shout out to our friend Roger?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Roger, this, I'm not
This
going to
was
say
for
your
you,
last
Roger.
name. This is for you, Roger.
What was that?
Why is
just-
something always breaking
Why is
when
he
you
always
start
breaking?
moving?
What?
Was that? Was
He
it
just
the camera?
broke your camera.
Oh no!
It tipped over?
He killed the camera.
Oh no!
Oh, well. All right, well, the show must go on.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you. Oh my God! Look who they let in here.
Who is it?
It's a riding. I know it's not.
Get my pistol.
Hey,
Hi.
what are you doing?
Oh, that's the wrong show.
Hey! Oh, my gosh, who is it? Come on in.
You know who it is. We have people that just walk in off the street. Are you going to jazz on them? Like, yeah. Like,
What's that?
It's the Rainy Jeff, Chris, and Cassie show.
Oh! You can get the camera up there if you want to. If you're not afraid, we're trying to call the FBI. You think we should call the FBI on the air?
Just show your hands on TV.
Just show your hands. Just put your hands. There you go.
That tells the whole story right there.
But, hey, Jim, you got anything to say to everybody
Yeah,
out there?
this is quite a treat. Quite a treat.
Hello, Oconee County. Hey, we just got done having dinner at Pisano's. We had a really great time tonight, just enjoying ourselves, listening to the show on the way over here. So I don't know where you guys are at, but I love where you guys are at, if you know what I'm saying.
I know where we're at.
Yeah. But I appreciate the support that you guys provide and the truth of information that you get out there for the county and for the listeners. And so keep going, please, because you're doing a great service to the community.
Well,
And
I tell you
appreciate
what, as a Democrat, I admire you and I respect what you've done. And I cannot begin to tell you, and I said it on the show, how disgusting the credibility you have and the respect, because you just power through with some of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. At my age, it absolutely amazes me. And I salute you for that. That says a lot. Thank God you interceded, you know.
Well, you hit it on the head. God gives me the strength to do, and all of us to do, the breath of life every day when we get up in the morning. So, and the only thing we can do to really make a lasting impact for the positive is stand up for truth.
Good.
And that's really it. So that's all we're trying to do. And I'm enjoying it. Actually, it's invigorating. I'm having a really good time at it. So you guys just further empower
Wait a minute.
those people.
We have breaking news. Monday CXC off Cliff Notes is blah, blah, blah. Call for the question, 14-8, then repeat.
Who said that?
Who do you think?
Oh, my goodness.
Our buddy Sean.
So, hey, Jim,
Yes.
really, before you go, you think I could get the password to that MailChimp?
Ooh, that's a hot topic, boys. I think it's changed about 40 times since Monday night.
Hey, you better watch it, man, with the po-po. You know, now you got sled involved. You
You're
know?
liable to be tarred and feathered like me.
The old sticky fingers there.
Yeah.
Who's going to be tarred and feathered with you?
It's Bill
Bill
Sanders.
Sandiford.
Bill
You and Bill
Sandiford.
are going to be tarred. Yeah.
So, but do you think this is over? Do you think we can move forward in harmony, or is it going to get worse?
Well, I think we can move over into harmony, but there's going to be a sideshow that's going to continue. But for the Oconee County Republican Party, no, we're going to move forward in harmony. Absolutely, we will.
Good, good. So, did you guys go to the ladies' luncheon today? How was it?
It was great. Very informative. Good speakers.
Everybody
Oh, come on.
everybody getting along good, and
It was really nice.
Good.
Had a good lunch, lasagna, and everybody was really nice to me.
And
Very
no one
simple.
called anybody a fascist.
Nope.
Good.
Not one
Oh,
time.
Wow.
like they did Santa for.
Yeah.
Would you feel more comfortable if you borrowed my glasses? You know, these are my new ones.
She loves Elton John, so you fit right in on
Like,
the crowd.
I have my hat too. I should put my
Crocodile
hat on.
Rock.
There's hater blockers.
Where's the hater blockers at?
he's got.
Oh,
one.
I didn't. I don't even. There you go. I need it on.
But
I forgot I had it off during break.
He's going to want a big paycheck at the end of the year for this radio show.
so, are we gonna put any odds on that whole write-in thing? Is he gonna get more than 500 votes?
Well, he's asking for 1 million
What's the
likes.
what's the high and low?
The high-low, 390.
390. Okay.
Why in the hell would anybody vote for that? I mean, that just amazes me.
Because fear motivates. That's why.
But what are they afraid of? That's what I don't understand.
They're afraid of you, Rainey. They're afraid of me. We're the ones that attacked the OCC.
You know what? Honestly, we really want to know who that Democrat was that you guys colluded with.
Yeah.
You know, that is driving me crazy.
I want to know, too.
Who was it? Who was it?
I don't know who that was.
He was that cheeky little bugger I hear, though. So.
But you got to have conversations with people no matter where they are in the political spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And it needs to be in a manner where your debate doesn't drive conflict and disrespect.
Well, it's a community. We're all neighbors here. I mean,
We
that's
don't
what
get
I
to
was
pick our
saying.
neighbors.
Not at
Yeah,
all.
I mean, and you think about it. My kids were talking about this. We were. What did you just say? What did you just say?
You got a good neighbor moving next to
Oh
you.
Lord help!
What's that?
I got the whole smorgasbord. Every one of them coming up the mountain.
You need
Why
to
were
move
you
to
interrupt? You know,
town,
he was
man.
about ready to offer me a job for team building skills. I was gonna teach, and then you mess it up. And I was gonna give him. Hell, I even have a coupon here. 2 hours. I'll give you 3 hours.
Look, I'm saving the party. We don't need you team building. In
You know,
the
you
Republican
need somebody
Party.
to help.
Serious
You
here.
need to bring some of that sunshine from San Francisco into this party and just help you guys love on each other. You know.
No, we don't need that at all.
Jeff, and I'll even let Jeff record it so you guys can play it for future generations.
Hey,
Hell
look,
no,
look,
we're
I
not
saw
doing
some. I saw some homemade video from the meeting Monday, and there was a lot of Brokeback Mountain stuff going on. I'm really not interested in any more loving in the party.
All right,
Just
I'm going to leave
not.
you guys with a little secret information.
All right. Oh, listen.
Don't let it out.
Is it the password?
That's been distributed broadly already.
All right.
But look out at the Oktoberfest. You might see a tent that has OCRP, OCRM, and OCRW all under one. Just watch
What?
out for that.
Oh, wow.
It could be, I mean, shh, don't tell anybody.
Living
No,
happily
you won't.
together. What
could-
about
that?
that?
Could upset.
I just want to ask you if you remember riding the bus to Oktoberfest with me last year. Me and my daughter.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You were all you had your red shirt on, looked just like Matt Durham. Get ready to go over there. And me and my daughter were on the bus. I just saw a couple of us. And you said to me, "Oh, you're the EC from Long Creek." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Are you coming over to the tent to help us out?" And I said, "Nope. I ain't going nowhere near them idiots."
I don't remember that.
That's what I
But
said.
I did have fun going down back and forth to the Democrat tent.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Well, why don't we just make one big tent?
that's not
Now
gonna
you're
work.
pushing it.
No,
Chris.
no, wouldn't it be
Now you're
great?
pushing it.
That's not gonna work.
Well,
But no, I think it's going to be great that you guys can come out and all work together, and maybe there'll be a pothole the other end of the field for the OCC.
we actually
But-
have somebody who wants to get involved again. Can you give them your email?
Well, certainly. BOJAMBO. Bojambo at gmail.com.
I thought that was like a new radio station. I thought, okay.
No, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I think that came about actually at the OCRW meeting today. So
That's awesome.
that's not Jim's idea. That's actually reaching across
That's awesome.
the different
But
groups and
speaking of emails, any more of these whistle sucker emails, Jeff? Did we get any?
I didn't get any yet, but I'm sure when we get off, I'll have several.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah.
that we'll
Let me
lose some sleep
We
if
had
we
that
don't.
one earlier in the week with the subject line "dumbasses." Now that's the one I wanted to read. That was-
That's
I had
the
a
one.
2-a-day.
Oh, you got two today?
Oh, yeah, 2-a-day. Yeah.
Did you really?
Wow.
You got
I
a-
scored big. It was almost a hat trick.
Oh wow,
Uh-huh.
man.
Well, you know, if you ever want, I like to read those on the show. I mean, it's part of team building. I'll help you with that.
did he,
Some of the terminology, the verbiage in there may not be appropriate.
did it come from Psycho the shepherd dog?
The last one that I got of entertainment was October the 1st, and you and I both got this one. Classless, typical garbage from you. Class act from 4 Democrats, 5 if you count Jim Mann. Perry Smith ripped you a new one today. It's not like you all didn't deserve it. I bet your 6 viewers dwindles down to 3 after this. Ha ha.
Hey, wait, what was the subject line?
Read dumbasses.
Oh God, thank you.
Hey,
That's
so
that's
talking about
wonderful.
viewership, how many people watched the Monday Night Raw?
Over 2,000.
Really?
We hit over the 2,000.
And we even had
mark.
overseas too.
Yeah, they were watching overseas, won't know what in the hell's going on. They're actually from Oconee, so.
Well, y'all keep it up.
Thank you.
We're gonna tap
Thank
out.
you for coming
y'all.
in.
Hey,
Yep,
thanks for
thank y'all.
stopping by. It's
You
really
bet.
good seeing y'all.
We'll see
Well,
ya.
have a good
Have a
night.
good evening.
Great people doing great things.
Come back when you stay longer. All right.
Next week, we're going to interview you. We're going to have real questions.
Oh.
I want to know the password.
You know, you can finally start talking about issues instead of weird
Yeah,
stuff.
don't. Yeah, that was a part of that meeting Monday night. You gave me the passwords!
Yeah, right.
And somebody sitting next to
Well,
me
that
said,
didn't
you
come
gave me
through."
scabies.
Really? Do you remember what it
What?
was?
What?
Did somebody change it yet?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was thinking more of the line something like you gave me cooties.
Yeah, that's his scabies.
You should have said cooties.
But, you know, you generally get scabies in the gym, and I ain't seen him in the gym.
Why is Sandifer? Why would he think Sandifer is a fascist dictator?
Okay. They don't like him. Okay?
But why is he a fascist?
He-
I don't even think they know what.
They
just
don't?
Like,
They don't. I mean, they honestly, you got to understand here. This isn't conservative what they're doing.
well, they don't even know what it means.
The-
They're parroting things
They're not.
they hear on TV or something. I mean, it's crazy crap.
Look, I got a couple more things I really want to get to.
Okay.
We've talked about this. It was a barn burner Monday night. There is some issues brewing that we received some word today concerning some promises made that may or may not have been given to certain people in the school district of Oconee County. Apparently in the morning there is a meeting that is going to be taking place, and from what I have gathered, back at the first of the year there had been a conversation with some of the employees of the SDOC, particularly the school bus drivers, that were told that they may be getting bonuses, and were told even last year before the school ended that they may be getting bonuses. However, that doesn't appear to be the case. They chose to try to up the pay for some of the bus drivers, and if you drive more than 20 or something years, basically you can no longer get any more of a step up, is what they call, from year to year. It's kind of like a miniature raise. So there's supposed to be a meeting in the morning for, I don't know what's going to happen. I've been told that some folks from government is supposed to be in there, and not a good situation right now because, again, these people work very hard.
Wait a minute.
What?
You're telling me that after you've done 20 years of
Yes.
driving a school bus,
Yes.
they're not willing to give you another raise?
After, well, let me back it up. After 28 years. That's
28 years.
28 years. That's correct.
Well, but aren't they hurting for
And
bus
by the
drivers?
way,
Yeah,
it
there's
is
a
the
shortage.
same. Hold on. It is the same for teachers as well.
Really?
Really. So if you
Why?
have a teacher that works 28 years, after that, they're ineligible to receive any more money. Over 25. 25 years, there's no raises. I hear myself in echo form.
I'm sorry.
So,
Okay.
But they're hurting for teachers.
Yes.
They're hurting for bus drivers.
Yes.
We got plenty of administrators.
Yes.
But they want to pay themselves, but they don't want to pay the drivers and the teachers.
We want to
Right.
give the superintendent another contract extension and another raise. And here's the deal. Here's what some of the people are talking about. Greenville County got one. Anderson County got one. Pickens County got one, but not Oconee County.
Why not?
Well, we would like to know that. That's a question. I'd like to know
So
myself.
you think the money came in and then just didn't go to the teachers?
Yeah. I mean, seriously, if I'm having to give you an answer right now, that's what I feel. That's what I really do.
Well, we don't want to discuss feelings on the show. We want to discuss facts.
Well, this is a fact.
Right. Well, I definitely want to know how that meeting goes in the morning, and we'll talk about that on the next show too.
I do have an inside information, and they're going to make contact with me after this meeting because there are a lot of hurt feelings.
But I got to tell you, there's a lot of hurt feelings on the inside, on the outside of that, and personally, when the bus supervisors decided they didn't want to come down my road and pick my kid up anymore, I give a shit if they get a raise or not.
Well, let me tell you, don't blame it on the bus drivers. Blame it on the administration.
Well,
that's where the problem lies.
That bus been coming down that road for 3 years. I lived there before, and untold how long since before I was there. But then all of a sudden, nope, it's just too dangerous down that road. Well, but you talk to the county, and the county's like, well, we ain't gonna fix the road. It's been that way since Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone, and them fellers went west to fight the Alamo. So they ain't gonna fix no roads in this county.
No, they go.
If my kids got to walk 9/10 of a mile to get on the school bus, through lions, tigers, bears, and loggers, that's a problem.
Yeah,
that's a personal problem for me and my family. But I do feel that those bus drivers need to get a raise. The ones that will actually go pick kids up.
But the problem is, Randy, it's not the bus drivers. Understand? Don't. It's not. It's actually the administration, and those buses are dictated by the State Department of Education. The State Department of Education, but if the administration was out and diligent and could check all of this, it's a complicated process. And again, it goes to the State Department. The State Department of Education runs the buses, but the county has a transportation director that oversees that, and the state says what roads that these buses can go on and what they can't go on. So that's a state issue. So it's not the bus drivers. The bus drivers would love to come pick your kids up.
You need to call McAllister.
Well, in most civilized places, if the bus can't get there, they send a car or SUV to get the kids. That's how it happens in the rest of Appalachia. So I'm not sure why they won't do that here.
Probably
other than they don't have enough people.
Now, are we talking about the road that you live on?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see any problem with your road.
Well, it's
just a gravel road.
Right, but there's one turn that is only 10 foot 6 inches across. The whole road. That's the top of the ditch to top of the ditch.
So it just narrows down.
You can get a fire truck through there.
Well, if you can get
a
fire
transfer truck.
Okay, if you could get that, why couldn't you get a school bus?
Yeah, does FedEx come to your house?
FedEx, UPS,
well, then they need to come
mail.
get your kid.
They need to come get your kid. I think you make a good point.
But that's the thing is, they said no, we're not doing it. We've judged it unsafe. Well, then he called the county and said, hey, my road's too unsafe for the kids to be on it. Can you help me? And then, no, they're not going to.
But they're going to expect your little kid to walk nearly a mile to school in 20-degree weather where you have bears and stuff?
Yeah.
No. No.
That makes me want to take up, because I know where you live and I know the road.
Nuh-uh.
But if you can get FedEx and you can get a fire truck and you can get EMS, then there's no rhyme or reason why you could not get a school bus in that road.
Oh, yeah, and the amount of growth that's happening up there on the mountain.
Well, that's true.
There's more and more people moving in. There's septic permits hanging on just about every tree that they haven't cut down up there.
So there's something not right with this.
Why don't you go to the school board, the school board member that represents you?
Well, I really think it's probably political targeting. They've targeted me because
I can tell you what happens at a school board meeting.
Yeah,
they stare at you.
Nothing.
So Jeff, these raises, so they're not paying for performance then. Are these guaranteed raises? And then when you get 28 years or whatever,
you're not getting anything according to this.
That makes no sense. Where's the incentive for performance?
There isn't any.
There isn't any.
Yeah.
But that's the issue.
Education and everything to do with it is on the low end of the totem pole here because we're in South Carolina.
So the maximum, according to
the most important thing is low taxes.
In this paper that I'm reading, comes straight from the School District of Oconee County. And it came from their chief financial officer, and it was sent to all transportation staff. Okay, years of experience. The maximum that a school bus driver can make, the maximum on the 2023 bus driver scale is $20.64 an hour.
Is that
The
Full
max.
time? Do they get 8 hours a day?
No, they do not. They only get 30 hours a day. They consider it full time. And if you take that 30 hours and you stretch it out for 12 months, some of our bus drivers are making below poverty level. Because they don't pay you, they pay you monthly for a 12 months, so they take all of that and stretch it out for 12 months.
I wouldn't drive them kids around for
And they're just driving your kids around. Nothing important. They're just driving children around.
But
That's
here's another thing. All of the
come on.
requirements.
But you don't know which one of them kids is going to be making a rap song about shooting you in the back while you're driving down the road.
Well, you don't. But again, you know, the requirements of being a school bus driver, you have to have your CDLs.
Yes.
You have to have bus endorsement. You have to have all the requirements. You have to do a test. You have to train annually. And the minimum that they're starting off a bus driver, this is a minimum. If you just went to work today, $13.75 an hour.
To drive your babies around.
To drive your babies around and expect all of your bus drivers to do everything under the sun.
Except for drive down my road.
Except drive down your road. And they're bragging that this amount exceeds the state rate. Well, the state rate is $9.12 an hour.
What if they drive the special needs bus?
I think it's the same thing.
Good Lord.
I'm sitting here. It is important to SDOC to pay competitive wages, not simply meet state minimum, but this is horse crap.
But who's going to drive a bus for $9 an hour?
No, evidently.
I drove for 2 years.
But there's this guy I met in the fire department. I can't remember his name. But that poor guy worked for the fire department, worked at the dollar store, drove a school bus, delivered paper. It's like he had 9 jobs. Just and he just.
So you support minimum wage?
No, well, you know what? As a Republican, you have to do the things.
It
that
doesn't
keep
matter
your
whether
business
you're
running.
Republican or Democrat. The question is,
just got a text from a listener.
Do you support minimum wage or don't you?
And being cussed out, spit on, having stuff thrown at you, and no administration support.
Bless their hearts.
That's true.
That's horrible.
I mean, for 2 years I did mine.
Well,
I took an early retirement from Clemson at 25. In order to get state retirement, I needed 28. So I went back and drove a school bus for 2 years because that's part of the state retirement.
Right.
Smart of me. I got a severance package at Clemson for early retirement, and then I drove for 2 years. For those 2 years, I know what I'm talking about when I tell you that there is no support from the Transportation Administration. Matter of fact,
Who's in charge of that now?
Ozzie Wright. And matter of fact, the transportation director does not even have his CDL. So the director of transportation can't hop on a bus to cover a bus.
Yeah, but okay, so, Jeff, how long have we been talking about this? But here's the thing. So we're talking about these guys in the bus, and I understand exactly what you're saying. Yet when we flip the coin and we want to start talking about these people that aren't even close to minimum wage, that are getting taken advantage of, they have a, where I support what you just said, but you can't just cherry pick things like this, because then when you look at, and let's talk at a local level. You won't find any of these Republicans supporting minimum wage. They'll complain about it. My
17-year-old daughter got hired at McDonald's for $12.50 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the bus driver charged with transporting your children safely to and from school is only making $13 an hour.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got a message, and I won't mention the name, but we were being told this is absolutely untrue. We give them so much support. I'm sick of hearing that crap that we don't support. School admin supports. They say we don't. No, you don't. I could line up 20 or 30 teachers that would say exactly what I just said.
What are they saying, though?
They're saying that, but no, they definitely don't make enough. No, they don't. And what the list know, I know what's going on. I grew up here. I've been invested. And I respectfully disagree with this person that just sent the message. I disagree. I mean, no, you're not supporting the bus drivers. You have no idea or no clue what the bus drivers are going through day after day. I urge you to get in a bus and drive with a bus driver. I know for a fact that the support isn't there for the bus drivers. They are upset. You can't keep bus drivers. The Seneca lot right now is down 7 drivers because they can go work somewhere else and make more money. I know for a fact what I'm talking about because I was there. I seen the pain of these people at every corner. When you take a salary and you stretch it out for 12 months and you do the math, if someone's making the minimum of $14 or $15 an hour and you stretch it out for 30 hours, that takes them poverty level. They're only making like $18,000 or $19,000 a year.
Right.
So,
but you said the magic words a few sentences back. What you said? There's seven drivers down.
7 drivers down.
Okay. So when you look at it and you look at a free market, the question is this: listen, you want to put up with this crap, then you should go. Hey, you need to go somewhere else and make more money. You have families to take care of. You know, that's what you do.
Hey, real quick from
Yes.
from a longtime listener here, he wanted to correct me and saying that it wasn't scabies that they were catching; it was bloomer crickets.
It was what?
Bloomer crickets. But no, I think that there's good people in this school administration. There are, and they're trying hard.
There are a
But
few.
there's a couple people probably shanghaiing them and tying their hands together. Yeah. It's just like anything else. There's people up there that got their.
You know what? Everybody talks about this. Okay, and then you go to you got the school district, and then you've got county government. They don't get paid enough. Blah 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 blah. I'm not saying they do. Wait a minute. But then what happens when you get to council meeting and you go to these budget meetings? Oh, there's like $50 here. What the hell is that? You guys don't even know what the hell you're doing. That's what happens to these poor councilmen. That's what happens to Amanda Brock. So where does it stop? If people don't like it, hey, you know what?
But I did get an email on the way down here from Walhalla High School, and this week, next Thursday, October the 20th, they're during Razor time. They're going to give the best screener to all the students, and apparently this is a screening is used as part of the district's overall behavioral health education plan. It says here if you don't want to opt your child out of it, you can. I'd just like to know a little bit more about it. But apparently, it tests their emotional and social and behavioral aptitude. So maybe give them an idea how best to interact with their children.
Do what?
So I wonder if that's something that's come about since that rap song. So
Run it by me again.
So something for like mental health,
right,
mental well-being.
It says, dear, I'll just read it. It says,
Okay.
Dear parent and guardian, we are excited to announce that the SDOC students will receive a behavioral and emotional screening next week. Walhalla High School will administer it during the Razor time on Thursday, October the 20th. The screener is used to assist the school's personnel in determining the overall strengths and weaknesses of our students. This screening will be used as part of the district's overall behavioral health education plan. The district acknowledges that parents are the primary behavioral and emotional support for their children, and we are committed to partnering with you to provide resources to support you in the role. Parents have the option of excluding their children from the screening. If this is the case, click here to opt out. You're also welcome to contact the school's guidance department to preview the screening instrument to assist in making the right decision for your child. Please let us know if you have any further questions.
That sounds pretty good to me.
That sounds pretty good to me.
And I just wonder if this came about after last year, last May's craziness with that Quandale Dingle rap song.
You have to wonder, though, if the kids that really need it, if their parents are going to allow them to have it.
Probably not.
I think it's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, we do.
But here again,
But what
are
if
the
your
kids?
kid? What if your kid is not doesn't do well on that? Some of these parents may not be receptive of receiving some services that might actually help their child become.
Yeah, because the parents still ultimately going to have the option to opt out of the services.
But I think this is great.
It is a good idea. It's trying.
So whoever did that, if you're listening, thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you kudos on that.
Yeah.
I agree.
You get kudos from us, not bloomer crickets.
But at the end of the day, the problem lies in the home life of the kid.
Absolutely.
And until something somewhere can be fixed with some of the kids that are having these issues, I think we're just spinning our wheels because it goes back to the home.
Well, yes and no. I mean, sometimes kids have a great home life and then they come to school and they get bullied by somebody else's kid.
I do like that. Rainey, I really do.
Yeah,
I'm glad you read that.
They're
Hey,
doing
I want to
something.
mention Sean just checked back in real quick with us here on our
That
program.
guy.
I know. Minimum wage is for start-out jobs. Yes, it should be adjusted each year based on a cost of living in specific area. More experience, reliability, trustworthiness, integrity, passing drug test, quality work during work, showing up on time, job need, etc., gets jobs paying more per hour. Just my opinion.
How do you see that? It doesn't. It's like I'm like 5 minutes behind.
So what are you talking about? A guaranteed increase? Is
Do
that
what
he-
now?
Is that what he suggested? A guaranteed increase?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Shouldn't the increases be based on performance?
I would think so.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me back up here. Integrity. Yeah. Well, I think that's what he's saying here.
Well, you know, everybody should start out making.
Well, you got to
what
start
they're
out.
worth,
Yeah, you got to start
but
out.
they should continue making what they're worth.
I mean, if they're investing in time to stay with their children, I think they should still get the step increase. I don't care if they max out at 25 years. If they're going to drive a bus for 35 years, I think it's only fair that you continue to give them that step increase, not stop it at making it the.
I agree.
That'll make taxes higher.
Well, he's poking. Yeah, I agree with you. So basically, what you're saying, hey, listen, guys, you know, even though you have great performance based on your age, oh, sorry, you've been here a long time, but you don't deserve any more
Well, that's
money.
exactly, and they're doing it
And
apparently
that's
with
crap.
teachers too, and that's crap.
But you know,
Hey, it's
Especially
a capitalist
the teachers.
society.
but for Kathy though, I've noticed that there's a lot of uptick in female bus drivers in the county and all over in general. So there's a lot more ladies entering that, even on the highway. You know,
Well, there's
you see a lot of lady truck drivers.
So why does that matter?
I mean, it's our culture's changing. So,
back years
I've
ago
been
you
working
had
with women for 30, 40 years.
but I guess what I wanted to ask was, is there any way to tell whether all school bus drivers getting paid the same, or the female bus
It
drivers
would be a
make
good
less
question.
than male bus drivers?
that'd be a good
It
question
would
to
be a
ask.
good question if
Hopefully
they're,
somebody
like,
going to
FOIA
women.
time. It's FOIA time.
Well, I mean, if they're going to have a meeting tomorrow, they might as well talk about that stuff. You know, if somebody's listening and want to bring that up, that'd be good.
It would be a good question.
Boy,
Okay.
I hope they're paid equally.
You would think, but you know, this is misogynistic Oconee County.
Global elitist.
But you know, it looks like we're getting pretty
The
close
elitists
to
believe in
our
performance.
hour here.
I mean, we're just going in overtime because we got people on and they're enjoying the show, and I just decided to run it
Can
over a
you
little
ask
bit.
your listeners if anybody knows
They're your
who
listeners, too.
that Democrat
Why don't
was
you
that they
ask them?
colluded with?
They're your listeners too, not just
I
mine.
know.
Well, ask them.
I apologize.
Ask them. Ask them.
Ask them a question.
Listeners,
Ask
please.
them.
Can anybody tell me who the Democrat was that Randy and all his friends were accused of colluding with? I'm asking that for a friend.
It's quiet out there in radio land.
Do do
Did
do 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 do. Do, 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 do. No.
Well, while we're waiting on somebody maybe to answer that question, what are the leaves looking like over at the lake, Chris? Are they starting to come in real nice?
Oh, why? Yes,
Oh, it's time for our leaf report.
yes, it's very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Well,
Probably not as pretty as Kiwi Key, but it is beautiful.
You global elitist, you.
Hey, everybody!
Hey, siren time!
Ah, yeah, Kiwi Key. We know it's all your fault, Kiwi Key. Woo, woo. I wonder if they ever get tired of that. What the hell does that mean? Why do they go after? I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I guess I don't really care.
Have you been to Kiwi Key? I mean, what's so great about Kiwi Key? Anyway?
I don't know, but I don't know.
Like
why
there
these
are
guys
like
always
how
say-
many other lake communities?
do they have
Lots of them. But
do they have naked pickleball?
I don't know. I guess we. Ought,
That's one of the
I
new
guess we ought to
elite.
grab Jeff's camera. We ought to need to find out that.
But
I am going to be up there tomorrow. Thank you very much.
are you going to look for the naked pickleball?
No, I'm not. I am going to be helping the puppies and the kittens.
Well, puppies and kittens.
Kittens.
Okay, we're talking about naked people.
No,
All right.
no.
Are you talking about real pets?
I'm talking real pets.
Okay,
Yes.
but let me ask you. Let me ask you something. So they talk about this. These guys talk about the Kiwi Key. You have people that believe that crap.
But no, I was
Just
watching.
like it was that one guy that wrote that thing because of suspended constitutional German court. It was the it was the fault of people on the lake. And I'm like, I don't even know how to even answer that. That's crazy.
But you know, up here at Mountain Rest, we had some folks move in, and they came over to the community center, and they started talking about this pickleball stuff. And they just kept talking about pickleball. So I started looking pickleball up. And then next thing I know, I've drifted in the internet over to these gated communities where they play naked pickleball. And it's a bunch of like 70-year-old people naked slapping around a wiffle ball.
Trees to the weeds, man.
And so, I mean, I can understand why the good people, working common people in Oconee County would be offended by the naked pickleball.
Well, I don't know.
That's probably what this is all about, man.
It's all about the naked pickleball.
They think that the people in QEQ are playing naked pickleball.
Oh, right.
I think you're big.
They're offended.
Hey, but I've got to tell you right now, you can't get bloomer crickets if you ain't wearing bloomers.
You are making up naked pickleball.
I'm not.
I go walk at South Cove. They got pickleball. They're not running around naked.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
Got your theme song in the
You
background.
think this is San Francisco?
Hey, look, let's go out with a little OCC right here.
This is all. This is the OCC's theme song. Ladies and gentlemen, there's never been another movie quite like Deliverance. If you've never watched the movie Deliverance, I urge you to watch the movie Deliverance because you'll get
Don't
a
do
whole new perspective. Yee! Make you squeal like a pig.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I watched it with my teenagers,
Yeah.
and I was appalled the whole movie. I was like, oh my God.
You live up there.
But then I looked at my kids, and I'm like, what's wrong? They're like, Dad, we go to public school. Like, this is not offensive at all. I was like, what in the world's going on?
Horrible.
But I don't like my kids enough to keep them at home all day long, so they're going to public school. I couldn't do that homeschooling thing. I love them, but I don't like them.
All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for joining us. Saturday, you'll get to
wonderful.
hear. It was a good show, as always, and we've got more good stuff coming up for you next week. We're going to be back at our kind of normal time.
And what assignment? They have to let us know
Yep.
who colluded with the Republican. Okay,
Yep.
good. Thank you.
And we promise, I want to promise our listeners that next week we're going to talk about something besides the OCC.
Yep.
Because they're not part of the party anymore.
Woodruff Road.
Uh-oh, I got it.
Oh, I don't think so. We may have a couple of things.
All right.
Shout out to my woman,
Who's your woman?
Gladys.
Ah.
I told her I would. I told her. And Abby and Anthony. I did it.
Hey, one of our listeners says Matt
I
Durham
just saw that.
has a plan, and he wants to hear it. So if
No, Matt Durham says Perry has a plan.
oh yeah, and they want to hear it. I can't wait till he starts driving up on people's porches and telling them his plan.
Okay, but first he needs to understand what a fascist dictator is.
Right? Oh, he doesn't.
All right, y'all want to say goodbye?
Bye. Goodbye.
Deuces!
I love ya. Oof, oof, oof. Jim Mann gave it to me. Ah!
He gave me that email address!
Password!
The password is PASSWORD, period.